Talking Sex Live with Chet and Diane is recorded in front of a live audience. This show is for mature audiences only.
Hello, you're Talking Sex Live with Chet and Diane. I'm Diane.
And I am Chet, and we are a couple who love to
Have a lot of sex.
That
We are
is correct.
unlicensed sex therapists, but we want to share our knowledge with the world.
That is correct.
And we are joined by our good producer, Wells.
Hey, how's it going, Wells?
Hi, everyone. Yeah, Will Starnecki here.
Nice. Hey, you got some, you're not back at your studio right now. What's going on?
No, I hooked up with this girl.
Oh, wow.
And
Congrats.
every time I try to leave, she threatens me. So I'm stuck. That's why I'm on the phone. If you could call the proper authorities, if someone out there could, I am at 7194 Ferndale Place in Escondido.
So I'm trying to think. We didn't catch what you said there. You said you were.
You cut out a little.
Yeah,
bit
right.
there.
When you said as soon as you said something about.
Oh, I did.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. And then,
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I am in danger.
Oh, you're in danger.
I hooked up with this girl.
Okay.
I am in danger.
That's a
I
big
hooked
one.
up with this girl. Every time I have tried to leave, she has threatened me. I have snuck into this part of the house for the moment. I don't know how long until she finds me. But yeah, someone could call the authorities, try to get me out of this.
Okay.
Is this some kind of sex game there,
Yeah,
Wells?
it
Because
seems
it
like-
kind of
yeah,
sounds like our second honeymoon.
Yeah. No?
No?
Oh,
I don't know. Maybe it's some role play that I'm not in on the role play.
Got it.
I did.
I was going to say you have a very glowing complexion today.
Yeah.
I thought you had gotten laid earlier.
Oh,
No.
No.
Oh, darn it. So it's just more of
Yeah.
a sexy game that you guys have going on, but then there's no sex involved. So that doesn't sound like that much fun, right?
well, there was initially, but now just more post-traumatic stress.
Got it. Oh, well,
Yeah.
if things get too rough for you and you need us to go ahead and call anybody, just let us know. I don't want to put you in danger. Thank you. I mean, that is some commitment doing the show while you're at a safe location. At least, hopefully, you're at a safe location.
I thought it was somewhat
In this
safe.
room, I have barricaded myself in.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. So, just a little update on us. Last time we chatted, I had a guinal hernia surgery, and things are going pretty good with that. I actually I've got a lot of motion back and a lot of flexibility. I can go ahead and we're having a lot more sex like we used to. I can go ahead and push myself and stretch in different positions that I was before. Before I was a little more limited. Also, I find I still have a little bit of like numbness on the groin area, but not so much on my penis. All the swelling's gone. There was some swelling on my shaft, which is a little strange because it was when it was flaccid. There would be a little bit of a.
Oh, yeah. You were packing there.
Yeah, but I had this huge package there. But when I got erect, it decided to actually.
Really?
Yeah, it was actually like flaccid. It was a little swollen just at the base of the penis, but then when I got erect, it went away. It was strange, but
Yeah.
it didn't really hurt or it wasn't really numb at all. But just like the whole area around there was kind of numb. So just a reminder to everybody, we are streaming live to Caffeine right now, and we're also uploading this video to YouTube. It looks like we lost Wells. But so we are live, so there's some technical difficulties every once in a while, but that's not a big deal. And
Oh,
here
he's
he
back
comes,
on
he's
again.
back up, which is fantastic. Now hopefully, is somebody coming in there, Wells? All right, now we can't
We
hear
can't
you.
hear
We
you.
can't
You
hear
cannot-
you at all.
well, he's-
He's muted, so
They-
there he goes.
They might be trying to get in,
Okay.
but I will try to hold them off for as long as I can.
All right. Well, good. Hopefully nobody's pounding down the door. At least hopefully we can do a show here. So we're also going to be, this is coming to every single podcast major site that there is. So thank you again for listening. If you're on caffeine, please feel free to ask any questions in the comment section. Also, please comment on YouTube and give us a like. And do we have anybody calling in right now at all there, Wells?
Yeah, so we have Stanley. He's
Okay.
a repeat caller.
Oh, good old
And
Stanley.
his wife wanted to bring somebody in, and now he's gotten feelings for her, it looks like.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Interesting. Hi,
Yeah.
Stanley. You are talking Sex Live with Chet and Diane. I am Chet.
I'm Diane.
And is this is Stanley?
Hi, welcome back, Stanley.
Yeah.
Thank you. Hold on, I'm putting on my Bluetooth.
Oh, a Bluetooth
Okay.
device, earpiece, huh? High tech.
Oh, yeah. I don't. Why do they call it a Bluetooth when it goes in your ear?
I
Well,
think
shouldn't
that's
they,
just the
shouldn't they just call it a
technology.
blue ear?
That would make sense, but it does connect other devices other than just earpieces. It's a type of communicating device between electronics, so it's wireless.
But does it go in your mouth?
Nope. I mean, it
I
could.
don't know. Well,
I mean, it could. This reminds me of a
I,
DuckTales.
Which episode?
I just don't understand why they would call it a Bluetooth.
Okay, Stanley, is this your question?
Yeah, what is your question,
talk
Stanley?
about-
We're
No,
talking about Bluetooth.
Sorry.
And...
Thank you so much. So you might remember me. I called
Yeah.
back in March.
That's right.
Now, the situation was is that my wife, Maureen,
Mm-hmm.
started to have feelings for an ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
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 However, this ex-boyfriend is dead, and he's now a ghost. And Maureen wanted to have a threesome with me and with Rick, with herself.
That's right.
And
Okay,
and I
remember this
wasn't
coming back.
comfortable. I wasn't comfortable with that. I didn't want to have a threesome with Maureen and Rick. I didn't even know Rick, and he's a ghost. But I went through it to be supportive.
Okay. That's
Okay,
good.
so we got through that phase. Okay, and now move forward now. And Maureen's been spending a lot of time with Rick, and I thought it was just going to be like a sexual ghost thing, and I didn't
Okay.
think that she was going to, commit more to Rick. But I've been kind of feeling like she's been ignoring me and been hanging out with Rick more.
Okay.
So
Did
okay.
Is it a
yeah.
real ghost, or is it a person?
Yeah.
Dressed up as a ghost with a sheet over.
Oh,
No. It's Rick. He's a dead guy. He's a ghost.
Okay. So an
Okay.
apparition. We're talking about a real life apparition. A
Yeah.
spirit. Hey, is it like? Can he touch things? Is it?
Oh yeah. Well, at least that's what Maureen tells me, and she's a little too much detail.
So have you seen him though, or is
weren't
this
you
just...
involved in a threesome with
I-
this
I-
party? Were you not?
I can't see Rick,
Mhm.
but I get the sense that he's there.
Okay.
That said, so here's where things get a little wonky, right?
Oh, he was.
So I was getting kind of jealous, and so I decided I'm going to get my own ghost girlfriend.
Okay.
Okay, so I went ahead and I got myself a Ouija board. So that's how you do it these days. And I went ahead and I got myself like a little ghost girlfriend on the side. And so that's how I met Ashley. And so Ashley's really sweet. She's a ghost. She used to live in Denver. And so we started talking and, here and there. And then all of a sudden, I wanted Maureen to kind of pay attention to me. So I thought if I was with a ghost girlfriend, she might want to, kind of welcome me back.
Okay.
So things have been going really, really well with Ashley. Okay, until guys, this is where it gets really difficult.
Okay.
Until Ashley started hanging out with Rick. All right. So
Seems plausible.
I feel like Rick has really got one over me now, two over me, because like Ashley and Rick have a lot in common since they're both ghosts.
Both ghosts, yes.
And now it feels like Rick and Ashley are hanging out a whole lot. So So what was a ghost love triangle is now more like a ghost rectangle or square. Or,
parallelogram.
Yeah, parallelogram.
So I don't know. I don't know if it would be a ghost square or a ghost. I think it's just the 4 points. It's just the 4 points.
Okay.
Me, Maureen, Rick, and Ashley. So it's a square or a rectangle, but that's where I'm at.
Okay, so
when you were a kid, were you left out, like musical chairs? Were you the last one in the chair?
No. I had a time in the chair, so for sure.
Okay,
There was a part. Rick was there. I was in the chair, and then Maureen was there. Everybody had a moment in the chair.
Got it. So do you invite Rick and was it Ashley?
Ashley.
Do you invite them all in the bedroom with all 4 of you, or is it just?
We had a couple of nights.
All
and they were
right.
pretty good nights too. Oh yeah.
I mean, that sounds all right. I mean, maybe Diane and I should try that out one night, where we should just do a seance and pull out a Ouija board and have some hot.
Without your Ouija while you play with your Ouija.
Yeah, with my.
But now
Ouija.
I kind of want to talk to Maureen about it because I'm feeling kind of sad.
Okay.
Because Ashley's been hanging out with Rick, and I don't know who to talk to. And it might be, is that weird to talk to Maureen about my ghost girlfriend?
Perfect time when Rick and Ashley are out and about. I don't know, going to like the ghost ice cream parlor or.
Don't tell me what they do.
I don't know. I mean, what do ghosts do on dates? So I can imagine that would be a perfect time for you to go ahead and talk to your wife and say, hey, I miss you, or hey, the sex is actually pretty fun and I'm enjoying myself. I mean, do you find that you're more sexually active now with the ghost involved than you were prior to having Rick or Ashley involved?
These ghosts, they can really get in there.
Mm-hmm.
They can really get in there. I don't want to get too graphic on your show, but they know how to move their ghost hands inside.
Okay.
You know.
I would be all up for that. I mean, that sounds amazing. So, of course, I do like the visual. I do like having, breasts and vaginas surrounding. And so does Diane. She likes to see other beautiful bodies around her.
Ashley's got some great ghost boobs.
Oh wow! So
you have seen her. You just can't see Rick.
You can't see Rick, but you can see Ashley.
I could see her in my mind, and she's described herself, and then I can kind of see it.
Got it.
Okay.
So very vivid, lucid imagination. I guess.
Oh yeah.
All right. Cool. Well, visualization's great. I mean, sometimes.
Fantasy, imagination.
Diane and I will talk about while we're having sex to try to get the other one off, saying like, "Oh, you're eating this girl's pussy," or "You're this girl's pegging you from behind," or something like that, and that seems to do it for both of us. And so, if that's actually helping you out, I don't really see a problem with it. I mean, are you just more jealous? Do you find yourself liking Ashley more than Maureen, or?
Well, it's confusing. I've never been in this ghost square before, but I just didn't know if I should talk to my wife about feelings I'm having for Ashley, and also feeling kind of sad about Ashley and Rick. And I just don't know if that's an appropriate conversation to have with your wife about your ghost girlfriend.
Well, it's important to be honest in any relationship on how you feel. If you're seeing other people, you want to be honest on what is okay and what isn't okay and what you're comfortable with.
I think you're also kind of...
Go ahead, Wells.
Sorry. I think you're also kind of past the Rubicon of normal conversations. So it sounds like you probably should have that conversation with your wife, since you're so beyond anything that's normal.
Oh, no, it's been pretty normal for us.
Well, I mean, if you've both come to accept this, like this is your either kink or this is your role play, or if you guys actually both believe this, then and if it's helping you out and it's helping out your sex life, it's bringing you together, I would talk about it. I would have an open discussion with Maureen and say, this is how I am feeling, and
How are you feeling about this too? You can
yeah.
ask her
Yeah,
about that.
and maybe she'll open up, and maybe she'll just say, "I enjoy this, and I want to continue to do more of this activity."
Well, I want to set a boundary. I don't want any more ghosts in our marriage. So just two. I'll allow two.
Two,
Rick,
okay.
okay.
Rick and
He's
Ashley,
funny.
okay.
He's a funny guy sometimes, but he's been hanging out with Ashley. He's been hanging out with Maureen. So I don't want more than two.
Got it.
Okay.
That's fair. That's perfectly fair. I would set
Thank
boundaries.
you. I didn't even know that until I said it out loud, and it feels good.
It does
That's my
feel good.
boundary.
You got to set boundaries. I mean,
With anything.
if your partner has some type of kink or role play that you're not in, just say, you know what, I like this up to this point. This is my boundary. This is my safe word. This is where I have to say stop, and your partner needs to respect that. And so it seems like you guys are in an understanding. Has Maureen brought up having other ghosts come into the bedroom while you guys were fornicating, or?
Well, I've seen her. I've heard her talking about it, possibly coming up with other. But Rick was an old boyfriend, so I don't know if she has any more dead boyfriends. So she hasn't mentioned anybody yet. But that's my boundary. And right now, I'm just fine with Ashley. She and I would get along really well together. We like the same foods when she ate. Oh yeah.
Is Maureen okay with Ashley? Because it seems like you're okay with Rick. And if Maureen's okay with Ashley, then I think you guys can keep on going on and doing this, right?
Well, I don't know. But I also think I need to have a man to ghost talk with Rick, because I feel like he's spending a little bit too much time with Maureen, and that's my human life wife. And he's also hanging out a lot with my ghost girlfriend. And it doesn't seem fair. And here I am stuck in my meat body, and he's got one up over me.
Got it. So there's a little bit of jealousy in there. So
maybe, yeah.
Do you? We'll just have a conversation with Rick and Maureen, and maybe the four of you should just sit down and have a conversation and just work out some boundaries and just say
what you're okay with, what you're not.
And then if you and Maureen can interpret for the other of what Ashley and Rick are actually saying, and say, you know what, Ashley doesn't feel like this, or she wants more of this. I mean, you're beyond a throuple, and now you're more of a quadruple. I think that's the term. We don't
Quartet?
have a quartet. Yeah.
Is that like the square with the triangle at the top, or is that the shape?
A square with a triangle on the top.
A square, you mean?
It sounded like you were making another analogy to the geometric shape that is our relationship.
We're trying to say, like a throuple would be 3 people in a couple. So I'm saying like a quadruple would be 4 people all in a couple, or all in a relationship. So do you know what I'm talking about?
The problem is every time I get them all in the room, Rick starts like saying, let's just like have an orgy. That's like Rick's go-to.
Got it. Sorry, go ahead, Wells.
Quadruple sounds correct. I know friends who are in this situation with living people where they are polyamorous, and each one, they have their primary partner, which is each other, and then each of them have a lover.
Yeah.
So they are also with them, and they communicate with that, and they set boundaries in that type of relationship, which you could do as well.
Yeah, I feel like
these people? They're all alive.
They're all alive.
Okay. But these people are in your life or dead. So I do feel that if you and Maureen are communicating more, and if you're having better sex and more enjoyable sex, and if you are happier like this, then maybe you should continue to explore this avenue. What do you think, Diane?
I agree with what you said. I mean, I don't think there's anything else we could add to that other just be open and honest with your boundaries and what you're comfortable with.
Okay, well, goes back to what you all recommended back in March. Just be honest with my feelings.
Yep,
Okay.
Yep. Same advice.
Okay.
Oh, I'm glad we're double
consistent.
doubting. Yeah, we're still saying exactly what we said before, so that's good instead of just changing stuff up.
And
But-
if you're going to bring other people in your relationship, you want to have that discussion before you get intimate with them, whether sexually or emotionally. What is okay? What is not okay?
And it's okay to check in as well, because people can try out things and then they realize that, you know what, this actually does make me jealous, or I'm not okay with this, I'm not comfortable with this, and that's fine. You can discover things and change. It's perfectly normal. So just constantly have open conversation with, you know, your boundaries and what you're comfortable with and what turns you on and what you want to explore more of. And I think that you're in a good situation right now, Stanley. Good job.
Well, thank you so much, and thanks for your help. And I'm gonna have that talk. I'm gonna have that talk with Maureen. I'm gonna have that talk with Rick, and I'm gonna tell Ashley that, you know, I really like her. She's a really great ghost, and I'd like to introduce her to some of my friends.
All right. Well,
Okay.
if that's the avenue that you want to go down, then I suggest that hopefully your friends have an open mind and they're okay with all this. Wouldn't be the first thing I would go ahead and divulge to people, but you know, that's your life.
I just want to be honest. I just want to be me, and I want people to know who I am.
Got it. All right.
Well, we hope we helped you out there.
Yep. Well, thank you very much. Maybe at some point, maybe, you know, get a little crazier. Maybe me and Ashley will be on your show together at some point.
That would be
Okay.
pretty fun, actually. But if we could chat, maybe it could be a Halloween show. I don't know.
Yeah.
We got those coming up.
Or on
soon.
Halloween.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe not. All right, Stanley. I hope you have a good night and stay safe, sane, consensual there, my
Hey,
friend.
thanks so much for helping me out again. You two are the best.
Got it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stanley. Have a good night.
Okay, you stay safe out there.
Perfect. All right. Well, that
Okay.
okay. That was interesting. I totally forgot about his ghost. I thought there was an actual person that
That's
he.
what I thought. Maybe
yeah.
it really is an actual person, but he just.
I
doesn't
remembered
wanna-
like 10 seconds into it. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh God, yeah, that's right. He had the ghost thing again, but yeah, we have so many callers come in here and so many unique situations. Any update on the holdout there?
Well, she's started to bang on the door. She's
I
tried
guess
to coax me out by promising sex, but I'm not really trusting her right now.
Oh,
So
I
I'm
wouldn't
staying here with
either.
you guys.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good move right there.
There's no windows in the room you're in.
Yeah, that seems like a fire code hazard there.
Oh,
I
there
think-
is.
Yeah, you could just pop out.
There you go.
Oh, but yeah, this could be like a horror movie soon.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Or,
Okay, but are you on the second floor?
I am not.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
Easy
well.
enough.
Yeah.
Well,
you got options.
yeah, you
then,
know you're
Wells.
out. I appreciate
Yeah.
your commitment again
Yeah,
to
yeah.
stay and keep on doing this show. Yeah. Yeah. What have you had any kind of interactions with ghosts before? There, I think we may have had this conversation, but I can't remember what that show was like.
I had an interaction when I was a child a couple times with this like gigantic blue beam of light.
Oh wow.
Which I've since been told some people think is some sort of benevolent alien species that comes here. But
Wow. Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
that's all.
I mean, I believe in aliens. I don't believe in ghosts, though. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
You don't believe in spirits?
I believe in spirits, but I don't believe that they're walking around us that we can see them. I'm a man of science, and I mean, even though spirits isn't really a scientific thing, I do believe there's a lot of things out there that we don't know about and that we may never know about. It doesn't matter how much we discover through the realm of scientific exploration, but I just don't believe until I see a ghost myself. I'm not going to believe that. So that's just my opinion. Everybody else can believe what they want. Stanley can go ahead and fully believe that there is a Rick and an Ashley having intercourse with him and his wife, and that's perfectly fine. And I actually think that's kind of hot. And if it works, I mean, I wouldn't mind giving it a shot if it was something that was real. Mm. But what do we have another caller coming in there, Wells?
We do. This is Maddie.
Okay.
Maddie has found out that her boyfriend has been unfaithful to her with prostitutes.
Oh, that's not good. Hello, you're talking Sex Live. I'm Chet.
I'm Dan.
And is this Maddie?
Hi, I'm Maddie.
Oh wow. So I hear that your boyfriend's having sex with prostitutes. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
I just found out.
I mean, do you wanna go into how you found out exactly? What the situation is behind that?
What happened was, like, when I was out of town, I came back into town and he had changed the password on his phone. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, let me look at your phone and your computer right now. And he was like, no. And I was like, well, then I don't trust you. And he was like, fine, look. And I was looking at his computer, and then he remote wiped it from his phone.
He
so
did what? He remote wiped it from his phone?
He wiped his computer from his phone, like, like the government or something. Like, he like used Apple products to wipe. So all of the evidence was gone. But I saw that he was looking at, he had like emails from like rub and tug parlors, like, and text messages, like hey, I'm here.
Rub and
tug parlors, so like a massage parlor where they give you a happy ending. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so that's the prostitutes right there. He's not getting like online prostitutes. It's more.
Oh no, it was the whole. I mean, there's a variety.
Got it.
Okay.
There's a variety of different types of prostitutes.
Well, the question now is, what do you want to do? Do you want to move forward in this relationship, or do you want to end it? Can you trust him again?
Yeah, it seems like a no-brainer.
Well,
just saying, no,
this is
sorry.
like why I like. I need some advice, you guys, because I love him, but I just don't know if I'm doing the wrong thing by letting somebody treat me that way. But also, he did say that he has a problem and he wants to change.
Okay. So he is like into you, and you love him, but you don't want him to have sex with prostitutes, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Yeah.
Well, it kind of sounds like he might have a sex addiction, from my understanding.
Yeah, he said that.
How's your sex life? Do you guys have a lot of sex, or is it kind of waning?
Honestly, very mediocre.
Okay.
Just.
So you don't think that he's satisfied, or is that the reason that he's getting this, or is he just he's not ready to commit?
The frustrating part is that I am very adventurous, actually, and very interested in having sex a lot, and he actually rejects me a lot of the time.
Okay. So is it just massages with a happy ending, or is there actual prostitutes?
No. I mean, it's full on prostitution. He's had somebody in my bed before and didn't change the sheets.
Well, I mean, it just seems like you're somebody who could get somebody much better than this guy. I mean, that's. I mean, I don't want to convince you to leave this person, but it seems like you're a beautiful person, and there's a lot of people out there who would be committed to you, especially if you're very adventurous with sex. There's a whole world of people. There's 6 billion people in this world. There's a lot of souls and individuals that you can connect with, and if this person's not making you happy, then
or can't commit or has an addiction,
it seems like you need to move on. But I don't want to tell you to do that. You got to come to your own realization.
I mean, do you think somebody who has a sex addiction can ever be trusted again, even with treatment?
Well, I mean, some would say that Diane and I have a sex addiction, but that's just to each other. I mean, we're faithful. Well, the only other people
Right,
that we
right.
bring in is in the bedroom that we agree on to have threesomes with. Or if we go to
Right.
sex parties, we set our boundaries and we talk about how we're gonna interact with other people sexually. So that's our
Right.
kind of
You're clear
commitment.
about it and
Yeah,
upfront, and you
we
have made
don't
decisions
no
together.
secrets. We don't hold anything from each other. We're very honest and open about everything. So
There are times when I need a break too, every now and then.
from me, when you
Sure.
go, I'll let her go out and have sex
No,
with
just
other,
I mean in general.
just in general, just to go and do things without me. That's fine.
I
Yeah.
just meant no sex.
No
for
sex. Yes, that's what Diane is talking about. Yeah, and there's times when I do it too. So
half a day.
yeah, half a day,
Yeah. Yeah, you just need a break.
and I get cranky.
That is true.
But so I mean, you have to focus on what you want from a partner, and if this person's not faithful, and having a partner that is faithful is top on your list, then you need to figure out if you need to move on. Yeah, I mean, I can guarantee you there's a lot of guys out there who would, cut off their left nut just to be with a girl like you, and so.
That's so nice of you to say.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, so that's a little graphic or a little,
That is a little graphic.
juvenile to say.
Oh no.
But I mean,
But so, I mean, have you ever cheated on anyone?
no. Dan?
No.
So there are guys that don't cheat. Like that exists in the world.
It is.
There are. I mean, and also Halle Berry's ex cheated on her, and he had a
Oh, wow.
sex addiction.
Yeah.
So
Maybe she has some advice also.
yeah, maybe.
I mean, it all comes down to, I guess, both Diane and I were empaths. Like, and we have somebody pinging in here.
Girls
and
cheat as well.
Girls
Yes,
do
they
cheat
do.
as well.
Yes, they
It's
do.
not just guys.
Well,
And-
yes, you've had
Sure
your
do.
ex cheat on now.
Yeah, I've had ex girlfriends cheat on me, but what I was trying
Yeah.
to say is that Diane and I are empaths, and so I know that anything that I would do without her consent would hurt her, and I don't
Right.
want to hurt her like that. And so if I have any other desires towards another woman, like I kind of curtail those, and then I talk to her about it, and then I don't act on it. And I'm sure Diane does the same thing with men and women. It's all about being open and whatnot.
Open and honest in a relationship.
Yeah, and so it's very important to just be aware of your partner's feelings, and to not actually, you got to place them on a pedestal. I placed Diane so high that I don't want to do anything to hurt her. I don't want to do anything to make her upset. I mean, I love her, and I
Right.
really want her to be happy. And so if I was to do anything to hurt her, it would kill me. Like I mean, she would kill me, but I would it would hurt so bad that I would feel so ashamed of myself. So,
You really adore her.
oh, I do. She's amazing, and she's the light of my life. So, she's beautiful, and she makes me happy, and we're very happy together. So, I can guarantee you, there's another man out there who feels like that. And I know it's tough. I don't know where you're from. Los Angeles is a very tough place to date. It's very hard to find people, especially good people, but it's possible.
They're good people.
There's good people here. There's just so many. It's just difficult to try to find the right person who matches well with you. So, I mean, I don't.
And it's hard to really ever know somebody.
Yeah, and it's like people. I like to think that people only change if they want to change, and you can't force somebody to change how you want them to. It's
Right.
they have to want to change, and if they don't want that, you can't just convince them. And so a lot of time people are in relationships and they're like, oh, this man's doing this right now, but he'll change, or this woman, she thinks like this, but I can make her change. But it's like, you can't think like that. It's
What you see is what you get.
yeah. So
Oof.
you're wasting a lot of
that's
your
hard to hear.
life and time trying to convince this person or convince yourself that you can change this person. And life is short. The universe is 13.6 billion years old, and we're only on in this existence for 80 years if we're lucky, or 100 years if we want to put on that extra 20 years of, you know. So, like, it's short. Enjoy it. You know, if you're not happy, do some stuff that will make you happy, and find somebody who will praise you and put you on a pedestal and want you to be happy as well. So
Thank you guys so much. I can't tell you how much it means to me. I don't have a lot of people in my life I can ask for advice, so this was really helpful.
yeah, call in whenever, Maddie. We'd like to check in with you. I really want you to be a happy person. You sound like a great, nice person, and we're always open to hearing what you have to say. So
Well, thank you both so much.
no problem.
Thank you.
Well, I hope you can figure out what to do there. Don't be afraid to have an open conversation with your partner, and also just be sure to take care of yourself and love yourself. There's no reason why you should be unhappy. Okay.
Okay, thank you again. Have a great night, you guys.
No
Good
problem.
night.
Have a good
Take
night.
care, Maddie.
Bye. Thank you.
No problem. Wow. So that's you've been cheated on before, right, Wells?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good
times.
feeling. It hurts. Like, it really
No,
does
it hurts
hurt.
a lot.
I mean,
Nothing's quite like it.
yeah. I mean, people can make fun of you. People can call you names or put you down or just outright humiliate you. But there's like nothing that feels the same as being cheated on. Like, it's the one person that you think is the person that you can trust more than anybody in the world, and all of a sudden that's just gone, and it just rips your heart out. It's I don't know. Broken hearts, it's weird to think about because physiologically it's not possible. Your heart doesn't actually break, but it's just strange
You
how
can die of grief, though. People have.
yeah, I mean, it's all, psychological and mental, but it's just it's an awful
But you
feeling.
feel it. It is like there's a hole there,
It is. It's strange.
right where your heart
it's
is.
chest like tightness, like, and you're just like, God, this sucks. And
I wonder
feel
if other
awful.
languages have the same phrase, or
The
if they use a
heartbroken?
different phrase.
Oh, they
Yeah.
got to. They have to. I mean, I'm not a
If they
scholar.
refer to the heart.
Mm-hmm.
I know in Italian they do.
When Egyptians, they believed that the heart was where your brain was. They didn't think the brain had any purpose, actually. And so when they would mummify their bodies, they would keep all the organs, and the heart was valued as the most, and the brain they just would liquefy and dump out. And so so interesting. But yeah, I mean, just because of that tightness, that you all your feelings are just, you keep them right inside your organs. And I believe from like a biological speaking, it's like whenever you feel some type of fear, or like all your blood goes into your organs to protect your organs. And so I believe that's part of the reason why you're feeling all that blood go in, to protect your actual everything inside.
Interesting.
Yeah. I had a friend who, when he experienced extreme fear, he would pass out because he had a condition where all the blood would rush to his organs, and it would rush out of his brain, and he would just pass out. We were doing this exercise. It was a breathing exercise, and we were talking about stuff, and I was talking about a very gruesome part of my past, and he, as he was hearing the story, he just fell out of his chair, and everybody's like, what is going on?
Whoa.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was like right in the middle of like this exercise that we were doing, and he came to, and then we were like, what's going on? And he told us about this. And so I mean, I totally believe like all your blood goes into your internal organs when you feel any type of grief or fear, or I don't know about anger, but yeah, the body's just
Angers can be repressed.
Mhm.
I mean, grief can also be repressed anger, depression.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, the body's an interesting
Yeah.
vessel. It really is.
yeah. When my father died, my lungs hurt for a while, but the Chinese believe that grief resonates in the lungs.
Interesting.
Yeah, but it really hurt. It was just so compacted.
Mm-hmm.
Were you crying a lot?
Oh God, yes. And I was very suicidal.
That's probably why you're breathing heavily all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
Yep. Not fun.
Not fun. We
Mm-hmm.
got really deep and dark here.
A sober note to end the show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's talking of being dark. Is any luck there, Wells, going on with in the back?
I think she kind of tired herself out
Oh
like
wow,
a
she's just like
Wolverine.
sleeping.
Oh, do I
Right.
hear
Yeah, I think she's taking a break.
a vibrator
So-
in the background?
I'm gonna try to sneak out this window while she's napping.
Is she pleasuring herself? I think Diane and I hear a vibrator.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Well.
There's your
Interesting.
opening, Wells.
Yeah.
You can make a run out the window.
Thank you so much, everybody, for watching and listening. Wells, I hope you're safe. It seems like things are panning out there. She fell asleep, so
Yeah.
So I suggest either trying to make a run for it or going out the window. But
I will.
yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up.
Mm-hmm.
And have a good night, everybody. Stay sex positive. Please practice safe sex. Please stay safe, sane, and consensual.
Good night, everybody.
Good night,
Night, everybody.
everybody.
Going to the window.